This is going to be a short review on the Night Operators Max 2.0. I purchased a bundle that included a helmet and a free mount. The helmet is complete garbage. Just go ahead and throw that away if you bought it. The free mount is essentially just a GoPro receiver so that you can hook up this horrible linkage of GoPro mounts that's supposed to hold the tube in front of your face. It's not going to work. I don't even know why they include it. Just go ahead and buy the bare minimum, buy the tubes if you want the tubes. My solution to get past both of these problems was to go ahead and buy a Lancer Tactical bump helmet off of Amazon and also a knockoff of a Wilcox G24 dovetail mount. In addition to these things that I purchased to hold the tubes, I needed something to hold them parallel in front of my face. There was nothing good out there on the internet that I could pull to 3D print, so I had to design something myself. I designed it with a space so that it could be plugged in while running using an external battery source. I also designed it so that you could adjust for the different pupillary distances between different people. So I'll be publishing these files to Thingiverse in the near future for anybody else who has a printer and wants to purchase these. As for the performance of the tubes, and I say tubes in quotation marks, don't try to compare these to analog night vision. These are $190 a piece. You know, you're getting what you pay for, but as far as digital night vision goes, the latency on this is about as good as it's going to get. I mean, it's fantastic. You can walk around with 2 tubes in front of your face and not get sick. It has a moderately decent field of view. The fact that the screens are square instead of rectangle makes it a little bit easier to have a visual of what's going on when you approach an area where your feet will be, so you're not constantly looking down. I would describe it as a somewhat sort of a fisheye, but not bad enough to where you do get a little bit better field of view, but it is not just like looking through a tube. When it comes to the performance of the tubes, when the IR illuminator is on versus off, the on obviously works a lot better, but there are 2 things that happen. If you were to, say, want to put this behind a red dot, you're going to get a lot of IR splash. And the other thing is anything else, whether it be security cameras or other people with night vision, they can see that illuminator like it's a flashlight. I believe the illuminator is 950 nanometers or 940. I don't know what the spectrum is. To the naked eye, you can see a very, very faint red glow, but when you have another night vision device out, you can see it just like it's a flashlight. To wrap this up, you may be wondering why you would want to purchase these. They are probably the best sub $200 digital night vision units that you can buy. Your other options, you would be looking at maybe doing the PVS 69 build if you're a DIY person. Those parts are hard to source and they will take a while to come here. You will also have to completely build that from the ground up. These are a good budget-friendly option if you are not expecting actual analog night vision quality or anything that you would see from a Psionics. If you want to purchase these units and you don't have a 3D printer to print the mount for it, let me know in the comments and I'll see what I can do as far as maybe putting some cheap 3D printed stuff on eBay for you to grab. The reason you'll only see one unit on my helmet is because I took the other unit apart, trying to figure out what was inside, if the screens could be sourced from somewhere or the unit could be built cheaper. I looked up the part numbers and I couldn't find any useful information, but I will be printing a 3D printed housing for this to make the unit a little bit lighter. That way, running this with a small 2-cell battery pack on the back of the helmet will make the whole setup much lighter. I hope this review was useful and helpful. There wasn't a lot of good, not spammy and not crappy content out there. I know this is not top quality, but it's better than what's out there. I hope you enjoyed this review.